Hi everyone, it's Paddy here from arithmetichub.com, thanking you for choosing this video, but reminding you that whilst this is one method to solve questions like this, it's not the only method. With that being said, let's explore this concept a little bit further.
Hi everyone, so today we're going to have a look at missing angles, and the missing angles are going to be in triangles and in quadrilaterals. A triangle is a three-sided 2D shape, a quadrilateral is a four-sided 2D shape. So these are the types of questions that you might get for this, and you'll notice straight away that I've set it up in a bar model because I think that's probably the easiest way to be able to think of these questions. So it says, in a triangle, angle A is 54 degrees, angle B is 65 degrees, and then angle C is a missing angle, and then what type of triangle is it? Okay, so let's have a look. Our method says, the most important thing we need to know is the angles in a triangle always add up to 180 degrees. So for any questions like this, it's almost like we've got a bar model where we have three parts, and then our whole is always going to equal 180 degrees. So what this would suggest is that we already had enough information because we know what our whole is and we know what two of the parts are, and we've worked an awful lot with bar models so far. The next part says angles in a quadrilateral always add up to 360 degrees. So again, it's set up in a bar model. So we've got 360 degrees and then we've got four parts at the bottom. Well, the question says, in a quadrilateral, angle A is 71 degrees, angle B is 45 degrees, angle C is 82 degrees, and then we have to work out what angle D is. So again, we've got 1, 2, 3 of the parts, and we know what the whole is going to be, because the angles in a quadrilateral always add up to 360 degrees. So, part 3 of the method tells us the different types of triangle, and that's going to be really helpful for this part of the question when we're looking at triangles, the angles in a triangle, the missing angles in a triangle. So, what type of triangle is it? Well, we need to know the different types of triangles for that. So, we can tell what kind of triangle it is based on the information that we have here, because we know all equilateral triangles have all angles the same. So all of their angles are 60 degrees, they're equilateral, so all of the angles are the same. A right angle triangle has one angle of 90 degrees, so one of these angles would need to be 90 degrees. An isosceles triangle has two equal angles, so two of the angles would need to be the same. And then a scalene triangle has no angles that are the same at all. So all we would do, if we were finding a scalene, is say, well, A, B and C are all different, so it would be a scalene triangle. So let's have a look and use this to be able to help us to answer a question like this then. In a triangle, angle A is 54 degrees, angle B is 65 degrees, and we have to find angle C. So I need to use my information that I already know. I know that all triangles, the angles in all triangles add up to 180 degrees. So my whole is going to be 180 degrees. In my bar model, I have three parts along the bottom, and I can put in two of those parts now. Angle A was 54 degrees, angle B is 65 degrees, and now the missing angle that we don't know is this one over here. So that's our final part that we don't know. But we've worked with bar models that look like this before. So all we would need to do is say, right, okay, we're going to add up these two parts together first, and then take it away from the whole to find the missing number. So 54 add 65, 4 add 5 is going to give me 9, 5 add 6 is going to give me 11. So add these two together and that's given me 119 degrees. Now what I need to do is take it away from the whole. So my whole is 180 degrees, and I'm going to subtract 119 degrees. 0 take away 9 I can't do, so I need to exchange. 10 take away 9 is 1, 7 take away 1 is 6, 1 take away 1 is 0. So I can see the missing angle in my triangle is going to be 61 degrees. So 61 degrees would be my missing angle here. So now I have all the parts to be able to work it out. So what I could do if I really wanted to is I could say 54 add 65 is going to give me 119. I've seen that already, and I could do 119 add 61 just to check that that does make sense. 9 add 1 is going to give me 10, 1 add 6 is going to give me 7, add the other one is going to give me 8, 1 add nothing is going to give me 1 for 180. So it's all added up to 180 degrees, which is the exact amount of degrees I needed inside my triangle. Well, what type of triangle is it, is the next part of the question, so be careful not to leave that out. Well, I can see my three different angles, 54 degrees, 65 degrees, 61. Haven't put my unit of measure on. I need to make sure that I do that, don't I? Always important when we're dealing with units of measure that we check that in our answer. We do not want to be losing marks for something like that. So, back to the question. What type of triangle is it? Well, we can see that angle A is 54 degrees, angle B is 65 degrees, and angle C is 61 degrees. So none of these are the same. So what I would do is I would go to my list of triangles. It's not equilateral because all the angles are on 60 degrees. It's not a right angle because none of the angles are 90 degrees. It's not an isosceles triangle because two of the angles aren't equal. So it has to be a scalene triangle where no angles are the same. Well, 54, 65 and 61 are all different, so we can see that no angles are the same. So what type of triangle is it? It's a scalene triangle. Now let's have a look at a question that looks like this. In a quadrilateral, four-sided shape, angle A is 71 degrees, angle B is 45 degrees, angle C is 82 degrees, and angle D, we don't know. So now we need to pull our information that we know together to be able to set this up in a sort of bar model again. I always think bar models are really useful for being able to answer questions like this, because we have a whole and we have our parts over here. We know where our whole is because we know all the angles in a quadrilateral always add up to 360 degrees. We also have our four parts at the bottom, which makes sense because there's four angles in a four-sided shape. So, 71 degrees, 45 degrees, 82 degrees. I can put my units of measure in all of these, and then this is the missing part that we don't know. So again, it's exactly the same type of thing, except this time we're going to do we're going to do an extra addition, aren't we? So we've got 71 add 45 first. I could do this in one big addition, but I find it easier to work this way. 1 add 5 is going to give me 6, 7 add 4 is going to give me 11. Now I'm going to take my answer of 116 and I'm going to add that to the 82 that I have as my other part. 6 add 2 is going to give me 8, 1 add 8 is going to give me 9, 1 add nothing is going to give me 198. So now I've added up the three angles that I've been given so far. So, and it's come to 198 degrees. Now what I need to do to find my missing angle is say, right, the total of these three was 198 degrees. So what I would do is I would take that away from the whole. 360 minus 198. This is going to give me my missing part. 0 add 8 I can't do, so I need to exchange. 10 add 8 is going to give me 2. Oh, I'm talking about adding. What am I doing? 0 take away 8. Let's go back. Let's redo that part of the question. Because I've talked about adding, and it wasn't a case that we needed to add. Let's try that again. So, I've got 198 over here, and I'm subtracting that from 360. Subtract it, make sure I've done my primary check. I'm talking about subtracting. I was doing subtraction, but I was saying added, so I need to make sure that I'm not doing that. 0 take away 8 I can't do, so I need to exchange. 10 take away 8 I can do, that's going to give me 2. 5 take away 9 I can't do, so I need to exchange. 3 becomes 2 and that becomes 15. 15 take away 9 is going to give me 6. 2 take away 1 is going to give me 1. So this missing angle over here is going to give me 162 degrees. And now I have my four angles to add together to give me 360 degrees. And we can check that, can't we? What I would do is I would do 198 add 162 just to check that that makes sense. 8 add 2 is going to give me 10. 9 add 6 is going to give me 15. Add the 1 is going to give me 16. 1 add 1 is 2. Add the 1 is going to give me 3 for 360 degrees. So it shows that it's all added together to give me 360 degrees. I'm going to put my unit of measure on, 360 degrees, and write my answer in here. Angle D is 162 degrees.
If you found this video useful, then I would massively appreciate you liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you want to explore more methods or practice using the method we've looked at here, why not check out the teacher videos at arithmetichub.com. Arithmetic Hub has videos just like this on different methods, specifically targeting areas needed in Key Stage 2. There you can practice one particular skill or generate your own sets of calculations designed to challenge your understanding of all the topics covered in years 3 to 6.